Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Arcades Anonymous. I am your host, Nerd Lounge Master 84. Hope everybody is having a fantastic, absolutely fantastic Wednesday. We got the full crew here tonight. We're excited to be here. So, without a further ado, let me bring in all of my favorite co-hosts. Gentlemen, looking fabulous
What's
as
up?
always.
What's going
That
on?
is the best freaking opening of any show out there, man.
Thank you. Yes, Hockey Town, thank you. I am sporting the new hat.
Superman.
Okay, if you're out there, buddy, I'm showing the love, man. Showing the love.
Joe Cade is the man.
Joe Cade is the man. So, gentlemen, what a wonderful night to be all together on this beautiful Wednesday. I'm glad each and every one of you had an opportunity to be here tonight. So, without further ado, let me go around the horn. Jay Pixel, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, man? Just excited for today, man.
Man, you have been streaming everywhere. Tuesday, Monday, Sunday.
I did twice yesterday. Was
you're just everywhere, man. You're just everywhere.
Shotgun Sean and Rascal did something with them, and then we went to the pinball arcade and played some Firepower.
Best game ever.
Sucks.
Best game ever.
That pinball sucks. That is terrible. That is a terrible pinball
Todd,
machine.
he's off the show.
Again.
That is.
Yep.
Snapchat lied to us.
Now,
Me and Finn were trying to. He was like, "Say, hey, we get a multi-ball, give you $10." So we're sitting there trying. I'm like, this thing sucks. So we went
I
over
knew
to
my $10 was safe, man.
Yeah. He didn't even tell us how to do it. He was like, "Oh, you got to hit these 6 targets," and he goes, "No, you had to hit 9, 12
Chat,
targets."
Buddhist man.
Nah, man. See, Chaotic. If you haven't played the real thing, you can't talk because that thing.
I played the real thing.
Oh, he has.
He played the real thing. He played it
G.I.
in
Joe, back me up.
Chicago.
Yep.
Chicago. Didn't you play it? It was in Atlanta too, wasn't it?
Yeah, I wanted to take it home.
G.I. Joe, back me up.
It's pretty rough.
There you go. G.I. Joe's endorsement.
That's how you need it.
Doc, don't worry, I'm on.
It
your
was the
team,
same
man.
machine, too.
All right.
It was the same machine we played.
You know, it's so good. Brian is like my my hookup for these things. He sends me like once a week. Hey, dude, look what I found. Here, look what I found. Look what I found.
Yeah, it wasn't even
and,
the right one.
one of these times I'm going to go get it.
So there was one that was similar to it called Spaceship that I liked better.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It was
Not
similar.
as good as Firepower, but good enough, right?
Yeah. No, it was better.
Don't
All
worry.
right. Galaga Guy 88, what is going on, my friend?
Is that the one?
Oh,
is that the
nothing
second
much.
Firepower, baby.
This
You suck.
is the
Just like Ohio.
second show I've been on this week. I think I'm not trying to catch up with Jay here, but I can't. He's just everywhere, man, right now.
Yeah,
But
shine,
doing
man.
good.
I'm doing the hustle, man.
Doing good though. A lot of announcements this week, a lot of excitement. So I'm very hyped for the show tonight. With us building these arcades that made me see how much money I can spend currently. So yeah, it was bad and good.
So
Before
how
the
many-
show, you were going through your checkbook to see if there was enough, in your
Yeah.
roster. Yeah.
How many on
Exactly.
your list did you actually buy? That's what I want to know.
We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later.
Let me check my
All
blank book.
right. Chaotic BPR in the house. Good to see you, my friend. How was your
Good to
week?
see you, Todd. Good to see you, group, and good to see you, chat. Missed you guys.
Good to see you, Brian.
Been too
Glad
long.
that you're
Thank
here,
you.
my friend. You work today?
I did work today. I worked from 6 a.m. till 4 p.m. So.
All right. Well, we're not going to keep you up to 4 in the morning again. So.
Oh no, you're fine. I don't go to work till 4 tomorrow, so I'm good.
Oh well,
Oh,
he
man.
can sleep in
Oh,
all
shoot.
day. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right. G.I. Jolt, man, you have had probably the dullest week ever. Like, nothing has happened. You've just been sitting at home doing nothing, sleeping in every morning. You've just had one of those weeks, man, right?
I had lots of plans for naps.
Lots of plans for that.
Those were foiled.
Well, if the chat will notice, you have something really big behind you. I mean, that's just like beautiful.
I have a new friend. Yeah.
Look at that new friend.
Damn ambitions.
Look at that. Chat, let us know what you think about the beautiful, beautiful thing that you see behind him. We would love to know what you think. And we're going to do after we go through greetings and all that, we're going to have a little Q&A this evening on this before we get into the main topic. So
I was bored on Monday, so
yeah,
decided to make a cab.
you needed something to do, right? You needed something to just, push the day and get the week started right.
It's like,
so.
you know what? I'll start a business today. Let's just
Yeah.
Hey, let's make some things happen. Multicade Matt here with us again, my friend. How are you today?
I am golden. It's not raining. It's been raining way too long, and sun came out, and things are drying up. So yeah, it's a good day for a good day.
It's a good day
Awesome,
for a good
awesome.
day.
Yeah.
It looks like
and
Retro Bills people are coming in the
flooding
chat
in.
right now. Yep.
Yeah, thank you for
Getting the
joining
flood.
us. Thank you so much. And
a
last
raid.
but surely not least is Mr. Stock Jock. What
Get off
are
my
you
damn
doing, my
lawn.
friend?
Yeah, that's right. Get off my lawn. That's exactly right. None of that AI rap crap here. Hey, I'm doing great, man. I want to quickly say, as everybody knows, Joel and I were on Mike B show, and I want to tell you something. That show, to me, just showed what this community is all about, because it was probably, to me, it was one of the more satisfying, besides doing this show every week with you guys, it's probably one of the most satisfying shows I've ever been involved with, either watching or being on, because I just saw a community that was really, really excited about what that man up there is going to be doing for anybody who wants to go that route of getting a,
Oh, you meant Joel? I thought you meant the men upstairs. You're like the men upstairs.
Yeah, he's second, okay, but
With Joel's hand, he is like the man upstairs.
it was definitely a treat to be a part of that. And but I just, like I said, I saw that chat, and I was just overwhelmed by what I was seeing in the chat. So that was just a great night. And then other than that, the week's been kind of boring for me. Haven't had to go anywhere. So it's been boring. But you know what isn't boring? The chat. And here's who's with us tonight.
All
We
right.
got Israel Gaming is with us
Nice.
tonight. We got Marine 50, J-Rod, Jason Little Alien, the mod man of the century.
Master
We
Splinter
also
himself.
got here. You know what? This week, it's not Harley K anymore. It is Fat Hog is with us, number 13. We got John Fritz. Big D Retro is with us. We have got Hockeytown / Boltstown Arcade. I'm going to change him over to be a
Highly
Lightning
doubt
fan
that.
here one day. He's going to make it. We've got the coolest dude in town in here. Multicade Matt is with us, of course. He has to be. We have MSU Rich, Gallagher Guy 88. We got Shotgun Sean. Listen, Shotgun, next time you say something like, we need more AI rap crap to start the show off, no, you're going to be banned, man, forever. I'm telling you right now.
Nah, man, he's welcome over at Open Fridge, man, all the time.
We got Brian DePhillips with us. We got Beard Man Pinball. We got the Real Zim. Get out of here. Actually, get in there. That's what he always says. We also got, hold on here. I'm going through my list here. Brooklyn Menace, the VR king of the world. We also got, I think I already said JJ. We got the bad guy, Mike Worley, with us.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, we
Hey,
got
yo.
Shotgun. Oh, we got B Kirby. One of the coolest, nicest guys around, man.
Yes.
We've got, I'm going through, here we got more people showing up. We got Brian Whitney, Mike Hawk Hertz. We got Rotundo with us. Billy Woods Mods. Paul Mindeman. The community is hungry. You're absolutely right. Calvin Wong. Calvin, Robotron's coming, buddy. It's coming. It's coming.
Hey,
We got
everybody's showing
AKA MG, also known as MG, also known as many other names.
Mo.
We've
Vote
got
in the
End of the
house.
Line. We got Burger Time Babe. We got Meatball Saucy, Art
Meatball.
Burger, Brian Whitney, Ghost Rider. And everybody, please acknowledge Moat, Mike of all trade. It wouldn't be the same without him on the show. And that's it for everybody. And by the way, if Todd will let me sometime during the show tonight, I've got 2 giveaways. Todd, by the way, I didn't mention that in the pre-show. We got little trivia questions
Joystick
that
too.
we will I've got already thrown up there, and we'll have a little trivia contest for two prizes I'll give away.
All
Has
right.
to do with my shirt again tonight.
All righty.
I mean,
Well,
I
chat-
could give away some Steam codes too, but
Ooh,
that's depending
fancy.
on if we have time. If we have time.
Fair time.
All right, gentlemen. If you have questions in the chat about the new arcade that our good friend G.I. Joe is building, please put them on. We would love to fill those questions. I know when Michael B was doing his show, it was hard to get to every question. So if you haven't already asked the man, or if you want to ask him now while he's here with us, I'm sure many of us in this panel are going to ask questions too. But we would love for you guys to get your questions answered. So
The Joe Tendo is real.
the Joe Nintendo is real.
Joe Tendo.
Is that going to be patent pending, Mr. G.I. Joe?
I can't afford patents.
Not yet, right?
So Joe, will it come with sound? You can see the grills for the front. Will it come with speakers? Do you bring your own speakers, sound system? Like, how does it work?
Well, it kind of all depends on what you want, I guess.
Yes, sir.
So
is it going to be like the Buy Stuff Brothers, like where they have like, here's your shell, like, and then the more you add, the price goes up, like it. So it's a mercy of how much you want to spend.
I don't know how many options I'm gonna get and have going with it. Maybe 2 to 3 tier packages, or main packages is what I'm kind of thinking will be kind of a base, which would be probably just your MDF shell, but would be finished with some sort of skin vinyl edge banding, cut and ready for you to just put together. It would probably not come with a monitor or any electronics or anything for that base standard model.
I'm ready. I already got my Intech deck. I'm ready. Like, where's it at? I'm good.
Perfect.
Let's get this started.
He's already ahead of the game here.
That's the thing with the Intech deck. You have most of you got the speakers and the controller.
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
There will be some options depending on what you want to do.
Oh, that's a valid point.
So you can have the dual speaker grill. Hey,
Make them big.
I can make him big.
Jarvis.
He's having trouble with Jarvis, so there you go.
There you go. There it is.
you have the dual speaker grill option. Got a single speaker grill option. Maybe no speaker grill option for the front. Just got done. This is hot off the CNC this evening. The Intech gaming option. So the idea would be that you could slip your NES cart in there. Looks like we might have to do some. I don't know if I want it to stick out like that.
Yeah, I guess so.
So might have to do a little trimming here. It looks like I didn't know that they had these plastic tabs that stop it. Kind of thinking about making it so it would recess in there a little bit further.
Cool. Yeah.
Working on the new, so there'd be different deck options.
This
Follow
is
Jarvis.
slow motion Joe.
Follow.
Slow-mo Joe.
Clip that. That's awesome.
So this is the Intech option right now that I'm working on, obviously, because that's just what I kind of want and what I got. And so that's kind of the first one, but there'll be stick layout. I'll design a couple decks up as far as button and stick layups for Donkey Kong and Popeye and a couple of the other main ones.
Junior,
for people to
Pretty
build. Fix It Felix is another one I've heard. I had a few people reach out to me about and wanted to know if that might be an option. I thought, wow, that would be a fun, cool one to have in your game room. A Fix It Felix cab. So
I can confirm the At Games puck that has Fix It Felix on it does work with the Intech deck because that's what I'm using right now.
So the big thing with this one is one, it's offering the Nintendo shell to the community to be able to build what they want as far as a Nintendo arcade cabinet product, right? So I'm probably going to avoid doing too much with this one in particular as far as pies and ROMs and artwork and stuff like that goes, just
Where'd
to
that go?
since it involves Nintendo, I'd like to stay as much disconnected from that as possible. Probably, it's my own designed shell, and so I don't think that they can do much about that.
Nope.
But as we've talked about, this is one of many that is to come too. So Robotron and some of the others, as they progress, plan would be maybe Robotron would come with a pie that's set up with Robotron in it and ready to go, boots and loads from it. So I'm not just going to limit myself just to the wooden calves, but I think for this one, kind of that might be the case. My signature series fully flushed out version of this, I would like to kind of do a kind of a play choice option with the 3 digital topper going on with it, and probably an Intech deck with my own control and where the cartridge, moving the cartridge around and stuff like that. So that's kind of my, tribute to the community for, I'm a huge NES Nintendo fanboy. So that would be, I don't think I'm going to offer a Donkey Kong fully flushed out version that you could buy and be ready to go when it arrives, but I'm not going to get that deep into it, but maybe a play choice, Intech gaming deck option for the Nintendo. And then, but some of the other ones that we may look at, having a pie or some sort of a board or, some heart to it. So, if we do the off-road, I'd like to do the off-road so that, it would come, you don't have to set that up. So, this is one of a lot of future plans, I guess, but it's kind of a starting point. It would arrive all flat packed and ready for you to assemble. So easy shipping, hopefully.
There you go.
And I think people are a lot of people, there's a question. They're like, what are you thinking the price range is going to be? I know you're still working on that. But right. You kind of got any ballparks in there?
No, I've heard from everybody, that what people would like is around the $500 mark, so that's kind of, what I'm going to be targeting as much as possible. What we can fit in there and offer at that 500, I don't know. We'll see. The other tricky part is going to be looking at, what we can, as far as shipping goes and stuff, what the costs are going to be and whether or not we can do seamless panels. Right now, it's a seamless side panel design. One thing we didn't talk about on Mike B's show was the base of it. So I don't know if go downstairs. Might not even get all the way down there, but probably not.
Hilarious.
Crawl on the floor, buddy. Crawl on the floor.
I think the computer monitor screen's getting in the way, but there's a little tiny base pedestal. Look it up online. Nintendo sit on a base. So the idea would be, so right now I'm gonna get some pictures of it soon. Gonna disassemble it, get it skinned, and put it back together. Bring it in the game room, put it next to a Dig Dug so you guys can kind of see it side by side next to a Arcade 1-Up for comparison.
Yep.
But the deck height is right around stock with a 1-Up on a riser. And so that's kind of where the standard is going to be with it. However, I know people I'm quite familiar that people like to adjust the heights of their machines. So the idea would be to maybe increase or decrease and sell different size of those platform boxes at different height levels to adjust that, the +2, +4 type height that everybody's kind of familiar with my risers and with Buy Stuff's boosters and things like that for those super giants in the community.
Oh, question from MG: how are you handling the tariff shipping from Michigan?
Yeah, I'm just we're gonna have to play that by ear and see how it goes.
Oh boy!
See if we get like state to state tariffs going on.
Right now,
that's one thing, Joel. You're probably not going to be shipping to Hawaii or Alaska. Is that correct?
I mean, I've told everybody I'll ship stuff to wherever they're willing to pay for it to be shipped.
Okay.
There you go.
I've shipped risers to Japan, to Hawaii, to Singapore, to the Netherlands. Some guys are paying more for shipping than they are for a riser, but if they want to pay it, I'll ship it. So
there it is.
It's a little bit of a pain, a lot of that stuff, filling out some of the forms and getting the information, but I'll do it. People want it that bad, I'm okay with it.
I think MG has gave you a very unreasonable time frame there, but wanted to note that because he says I never share his comments. So love you, MG. So
well, that's because you don't give him a spanner.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, we need to see a Japanese review of your risers. That's
right.
That'd be hilarious.
That would.
I know this. I know what the answer is going to be on this, Joel. But I thought I'd ask you because Paul Mindeman says my one and only question is: can you guess what it is?
Is it going to be XL?
Will there be an XL eventually?
I've seen his comments several times now. And I was playing this. I don't like how this camera is really, really like up my nose and everything. Hey, let's do like zoom out here. If we can.
While you're doing that, to Stringer Films, chomp, chew, chomp, ship it. There you go from Stringer Films. Thank you for the $2.
A chewy chomp.
Yep, there you go. Thank you, Chaotic, for.
Yeah, I wasn't getting it either.
Support. There it goes.
There he goes.
That's a little better. So no, I was hearing it, but for the first time, last night I plugged in my VS. I got this cool pick this up VS version of Mario.
Yeah.
For the NES. So I popped that in there and was playing it the other day or last night. And I was playing it, and even sitting there, it was a little tight and a little cramped. So I'm thinking maybe an XL version might not be too far off in the future. Maybe it's a consideration. I can't make any promises. The whole idea and premise of the product itself was I wanted to make sure it had options for people because I'm a modder and builder at heart, and I didn't want everybody just to be relying on this sole product that I'm offering. I wanted people to be able to bring their own monitor or their own deck or whatever that they wanted to build it into, because I recognize, it's not everybody's going to want a play choice. Some people are going to want some other things and stuff. So, and how they want to build it and what they want to put in it is up to them. So I really kind of was trying to build it around Arcade 1-Up 3/4 size specs. And, you're kind of constrained to that 17 3/4 inch width with that. But I don't know. I might look at, expanding it out at some point to do a XL size based around the Arcade 1-Up XL sizes. But thing is and as Galaga guy can attest, the Nintendo cabs, they were a smaller cab too.
Yeah,
Sure.
we had mentioned that in our group chat. Can't wait to get them to compare them because the Nintendo one isn't very big either.
Yeah.
It's not a very big cab, so to have this one next to it just to see how they compare is going to be very interesting. I'm trying to think too. Was there any I'm trying to think of Popeye and Fix It Felix and Donkey Kong. They're all kind of one-player cabs. Was there any that had two-player decks on a Nintendo cab? Was there ones like
Play
that?
Choice, I think,
Play
was
Choice?
the only one.
Yeah.
I think all the Play
Okay.
Choices had two-player decks.
Mario Brothers.
Was that Nintendo shaped? I can't.
Yeah,
I
it
don't-
is.
Yeah, the
okay.
Mario Brothers cab. Yeah,
Mario Brothers
the
should
versus
be.
game.
Yep, you can play.
I just
the
feel like with
original Mario
the-
Brothers game was 2-player.
I just feel like with the sides and how those cabs were built, it was almost made for one player. There's not much side room. You're kind of you have to be almost inside the cab to play it. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking right now.
So Big D Retro, good friend to the channel here, he was asking what the biggest size monitor do you think will accommodate in the design that you have currently? I'm sure that may change if you do anything different.
I think 19-inch with these guys. I think that's kind of what everybody is
wanting to do.
biggest that they've been able to put in 3/4 and deluxe, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways,
Yeah.
but
Brian wants partycades. So don't get me wrong, I love my partycades too. So put that on
we
the.
wanted to keep it so that people could order buy stuff 19-inch monitor if they wanted to, bezel kit and stuff, and pop it in there.
Well,
They
then
want
those
to
Dell-
be
kind of
Dell-
limited
I was gonna say then those Dell 2007s would fit in there too because
Oh yeah.
they're 20-inch.
And maybe that's an option I can offer, is just a bezel for a Dell, so that you can decase a Dell or something and order a bezel and screw it in there.
That'd be sweet.
I know one person had a question. Why is your preference on edge banding instead of actual T-molding?
Yeah, I was going to get back to that. Thank you, Chaotic.
Because I like matching Arcade 1-Up. Really, honestly, I mean, I think edge banding is it's a little bit lesser quality. MDF half-inch is all lesser quality than your 3/4 inch birch ply and your T-molding and stuff. That's all more full-size cab stuff. And so not, I kind of like the challenge of trying to match that industrialized, mass-produced stuff. And I want it to kind of fit in with, I really would like it to look like it was, an Arcade 1-Up to fit next to the Arcade 1-Ups that are in people's game rooms and stuff like that. So
yeah, absolutely. That's a good point.
Fair enough. All right, did I miss any questions, guys? If you hold me to it, let me know. I was trying to get everybody in there that had something. So would be super cool if you could make a Nintendo versus 4-player cab with 2 monitors. They're so hard to find.
I mean, he kind of tinkered with that, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, you did tinker that because your Captain America cab was joined together, right?
That's right.
It's not
Yep, he still has it. I've seen it.
But it's back to back. I think those 4-player, those were kind of more like the grid cabs, shoulder to shoulder, right?
Were they on a diagonal like that? Was it?
Yeah, they were on a little bit of a diagonal too, I believe.
Like Running Gun was, right? It was like a 45 angle, yeah.
So Stringer Films says, what is this? How about to expand it? Leaving the option to expand to 3/4 to XL. I don't know how you would.
Inline riser.
There you go.
I don't know if he's a spitball in there or if that's a legit question.
No, I think so the big, from what I understand, the big difference between the XLs and a deluxe is about 3 inches.
Yeah, so 3 inch.
All the
deluxe.
panels could just be essentially expanded 3 inches.
Right.
It's not an impossible challenge, and it wouldn't be that difficult to do. It's just more of how interchangeable some of the parts would be. But I mean, the XL parts aren't as widely available for people to build and mod either, I don't think. But it's definitely not.
And then another question I
I like
saw.
this idea.
Another question I saw real quick was the coin door that you have on there. Do you plan on doing that for all future cabs? No,
Not all future cabs. That's kind of, I was trying to. I know I try to pay attention and listen, and people are so picky about things being as authentic and look as possible. So I was like, we can't really throw an Arcade 1-up lit coin door on this bad boy and have it Nintendo authentic looking. So trying to do the best I could to kind of match what the Nintendos had, but for sure future like Robotron, that would not be this coin door. It would probably be more like a retro 530 coin door.
Okay.
But for that specific cab, that's going to have that coin door on it?
Probably. That's
okay.
But I mean, I have the coin door schematics for the racer kick plates for the risers already. I could drop that on this and have it. And the beauty of the racers is that I'm not cutting those out completely either. So it's just kind of 90% cut through and left there for people to pop the rest of it out. So I could put that on this one. And if people wanted to do those lit coin doors with the Retro 530, they could easily do that.
There you go.
I could leave this one off or omit it, or so. Got to flush out a few bit more of the details as we get going here, but trying to move semi-quickly on it, I guess, now that the cat's out of the bag. It's been an idea and something I've been thinking about for about a year now. It's just been trying to get to it, and I've been trying to prioritize pumping out orders and things like that. And one-off requests like Danny wanting custom decks made and things. So, but decided, Mike or Stockjock kind of put me on the spot and booked us a spot on Mike B's to talk on Monday. And
blame Stockjock. Yes,
you go ahead and blame me. Go ahead. The community can thank me for pushing him. How's that?
Exactly. Yes, sir.
Yes, he has a CNC.
Yep.
That he does.
He needed a little nudge.
So I know Mike B said something about it. You might have to cut it in half to ship it. Have you thought any more? I know you mentioned that to us earlier. You thought any more about that?
I haven't. I got to look at and start once I kind of get a estimate on like its weight and the size of the parts, so I can kind of start to spec out a box size. Or a generalized box size. I can kind of look and see what the breaking points are, but from what I'm gathering, it sounds like the big breaking point for shipping anything is anything over 48 inches. Once you pass that 48 inch mark, you start to acquire some surcharges and things like that.
Box size,
larger.
Have you thought about doing like RK 1-up before the riser gets on there and do an inline riser on it to help you with that? Like maybe cutting it off right there and just having your inline riser packed in too to help with that. I mean, something I was thinking about earlier, I was like, that would make sense. Your inline riser could just sit right on top of that so you wouldn't even notice it really.
Yeah, or do like the iArcade thing where it's a bar top on top. I did have somebody actually reach out to me and ask if I could do like a bar top version of this. So
that was actually a really good design because it's just
do
two
a bar
screws
top and a pedestal or something. I don't know. That's one of the things I have to look at and see just how much more it's going to be in order to ship. Because right now these are about 60-inch panels solid. So spec out and see what the pricing is going to be to ship a 60-inch plus box, and then what it would look like under 48 inches. And if that's a huge number, have to weigh out some of the pros and cons of it for people, because at the end of the day, I don't pay that shipping price. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but like even when shipping's offered for free shipping on people's websites, they're not paying for the shipping. They're not eating that.
Everybody's talking about our hair.
Yeah, everybody likes your guys' hair tonight. It's a hair night.
So,
like, what happened to your hair, Jay? And I'm like, I shaved it off a long time ago. Brian, your curly locks, and then Gallagher got his beard.
So this arcade here, right here, like to build that, I thought I heard you did it in like a day. Like you did like Monday. You just
beyond. Sorry.
Huh?
He was trying to be funny. He was gonna blow his hair with the air compressor.
He was gonna have unseen winds blowing through his hair. He wants to be in a
maybe it's Maybelline
commercial.
Fabio.
What was it? Swan. What was a?
Sorry. What were you saying, Gallagher guy?
So you built that one behind you in like a day, right? Like that's like the one that you had already got everything kind of coordinated. Then you just built that in a day.
Yeah, well, kind of from design and everything. So I think Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, I started kind of drawing it up and building it and kicking it out on the CNC and putting it together.
Yeah.
So just so that's clear, like you can order the goal is to kind of order it where you could have it like this, where it's just wood, and then also too you can add on where you can have colors, and then you can hopefully do other projects, add screens or whatever that you want to do. Is that kind of like the outlook of it? Is that kind of what we're thinking?
Clear up any confusion, probably not just wood. I don't think anybody really would want just wood, right? No, I don't think anybody's really itching to paint and finish their own cab. So it would be just a wood cutout thing, but it wouldn't become the in raw MDF brown.
Yeah.
You could order in the drop box that it's going to have some sort of a solid vinyl skin color, whether it be a black, a white, a blue, an orange, a red, kind of probably those main colors.
So you're saying that it's not going to look like that? You say it's going to be a different color.
I'm asking people to use their imagination a little bit.
Yeah,
but it looks like wood.
It's going to be there. It's just going to be a slightly different color.
Oh,
some are confused and saying this looks like a project cab. So I wanted to make sure we're very clear. This is not what you're going to be buying if you buy one of these.
I mean, I made the thing in a day. I ran out of time for Mike's show to run the boards through the laminator before putting it together to put some black color on it for you and edge band it.
That was throwing everybody off, though.
I figured people would have a good enough imagination to be able to imagine different colors.
Oh, no, that ain't going to happen in this community.
No.
Man.
I guess.
All they see is wood.
I know.
You should have got a spray paint and got a can of spray paint.
What is this? An arcade cabinet for ants? It needs to be at least 3 times this big.
Oh boy. Oh Lord. Oh, I'm not touching that comment.
No, we're not touching that one, man.
All right.
I'll touch it. I don't care.
No, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Alrighty. Any other final thoughts? I'm not trying to push the show along by any means, but
you are.
I'm gonna get the same one as Fox. Wrap it up. No, I'm kidding.
Wrap it up.
No,
MG's got a lot of comments. Nothing pertaining to anything you're talking about, but they're pretty funny.
Yeah, I know he loves to share it. So, Stock Jock, do you want to give away something while we're here in the middle?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we got you want to put me on full screen? I'm gonna show my shirt tonight.
Yep. Let me do that. Give me a sec here. There we go. There you are.
All right, so everybody can see we've got.
I know them.
I know exactly who those
Fred
people are.
And Wilma, and we got
Jetsons.
the Jetsons on there. Okay, all right. So
I remember that episode too.
tonight's the first question, and we'll do another one in a little bit, which is, what is the slogan of the Slate Rock and Gravel Company that Fred worked at? What is the
There you go.
slogan?
The slogan.
Oh man.
First one who gets it. Oh, by the way, I got a 1 terabyte SSD drive.
All right.
That's so
Will MG
portable
win
SSD
tonight?
drive. All right. So
He probably will, and then he won't give you his address.
that's
Yeah.
right, MG. You cannot win tonight unless you just can't win tonight. Sorry,
Yeah,
because you
that's-
still have
Sorry,
yet to give
John
me your
Jay.
address
I
from
don't
last
think
week.
that's it, my friend.
That's not it.
That is
That's
not it. That's not the slogan for his company.
No,
Rockin'
no.
sockin'? I don't know.
Yeah.
We rock.
MG doesn't care about the prizes. He just wants everybody to know how smart he is.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa.
Good grief.
Big brain.
Is that how was he right?
Come on, man. I'm surprised.
For all your geological needs.
Nope.
Top quality stone at rock bottom prices.
Oh, you know what? That's wrong.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Is that in the
Can't
intro?
believe,
I want to say it should be in the intro.
and by the way, and if you want, I'll drop EMU VR on it as well.
Ooh,
I'll be right back, guys.
I thought it
Rock
was,
and
isn't
Slate
it?
Construction. No, I'm sorry. Nope, that is incorrect.
Their slogan? I'm gonna Google
Their
this.
slogan.
It's Spacely Sprockets, isn't it? The name of the
No, this is where Fred Flintstone worked.
Google's not working tonight. Wow. That's funny. Oh, oh man.
Oh, you guys work hard or get fired. Nope, sorry, Zero.
Yeah,
You're
Zero.
wrong.
You're not right. Oh man.
You're gonna have to prove this. Like once if it actually comes through, like to say that you have like
B Kirby's still going with the Yabba Dabba Doo. So
Yep, nope.
Rocket.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
That is the company, right? That is the company.
No, the name of the company is called Slate Rock and Gravel.
Okay.
Is it for your geological engineering needs?
It is incorrect.
I've got the perfect gravel for your needs.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Oh,
There, I'm rocking
boy.
the Michigan hat, so everybody can leave me alone.
Man, I really can't believe these people.
I
Well,
have no idea.
The
man.
Google's not working for people tonight, apparently.
yeah.
Is
Well,
it in the
you know,
intro?
we-
I want to say it's probably in the intro, right? Of the show.
Let's
Oh,
rock.
I know what it is.
Yeah, well, too bad
Put it
you
in
can't
chat.
win.
That's close. That's close.
Okay. All right.
Hockey Town says "Go Blue." I like that one. He wins.
I don't.
Can I-
Yeah, I don't
can I
think
give a
that's the
hint?
slogan.
Can I give a hint?
Stock Jock, is it permittable for a hint?
Sure.
Rock you like a hurricane.
Rock you like a hurricane.
We
I
have to
will
give
tell you
points
this.
for
I will
clever.
tell you this, Brian. One of the words you said is in it.
Oh wait, Sand Spirits didn't get it. It's not just Rocket.
Nope.
All right. Well, this
It's a slogan. It's a slogan of the
take it a
company.
little longer, people. Come on.
I've seen a handful. Like one says like for all your geological engineering needs, and others like for top quality stone at rock bottom
No.
prices. But that's
No.
apparently wrong because they've had
Nope.
4 or 5 people say that.
So what is it? Flintstones. What was it? What was the
From Bedrock.
question?
to
What
your-
was the question?
Where's Marine 50? I mean, come on, need somebody like that age and kind of he should know this stuff. Come on.
Man, I think we should let somebody else do the questions.
But he's the one giving away the stuff. Come
I
on.
know,
I'm
but
giving away
they're
this
like
stuff. When you
stuff
start
people
giving away
don't even-
Ambernicks, I'll let you get ask the questions.
Yes, finally.
Yeah, but you got to give something that like somebody who's alive would know.
Wow.
Apparently,
Wow.
people don't even want the stuff you're giving away.
Oh, that was a little effed up.
There's only one way to rock.
That's right. The exact Saiyan Spears is right. Except, wait a minute, I'm not part of the greatest generation.
Oh man.
So what was the question again?
The question is, what is the slogan of the Slate Rock and Gravel Company? Which is where Fred worked.
Wow.
No, MG, you're not right.
Do you have proof of this, Stock Jock?
Yeah, you got proof?
I
have
have proof.
You have a
I have
picture of it
proof.
somewhere? Because like
I
there's
got
like
it. But yeah, my proof is right here on this piece of paper on the other side.
because when you Google it, there's multiple like I guess they contradict themselves.
Yeah, they contradict themselves.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We don't have an official slogan.
All right, next
I'm
question.
on the FlintstoneFandom.com, so I'm looking up theirs.
Yeah.
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 Next question.
Yep. Nope. I mean, do I have to do we put a timer on this now, Todd, and just everybody give up and then I tell them?
Sure hope.
Was it we're Flintstone kids and growing? Is that it?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy. All right. I don't
We
know.
hope
This is
you
your
keep
giveaway,
on
Stock Jock. So
growing.
this is your rules. So to clarify, there's no real official.
Oh
slogan.
yeah, that's just
Come on, MG.
You're asking AI now, MG. I can tell.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
All right, I'll let you.
That's
If nobody gets it, I'll let you tell what it is. It's to
Nobody's
10,
getting it. Nobody's getting
9,
it.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
7,
He's happy about this.
6, 5,
Oh, it's just right.
4, 3,
It's probably gonna be wrong.
2,
It's probably
1.
gonna
What
be
is
so
it,
wrong.
Galga guy? What do you think it is?
If you want a house that's great, just call on Slate.
No, that's not it. No,
Wow. It's on the fandom page.
Slate, Rock and Gravel, the best in bedrock.
Wow. There you go.
Wow.
You just made that up.
No, I didn't make it up.
Well, it's
Nope,
on its
nope,
piece
nope.
of
I'd
paper. It
say
has
that
to be real.
It's on a piece
They
of paper
had
that
them
I printed
monopoly.
out.
Boo.
All right, we'll ask another one later on then.
All
I believe
right.
they had a monopoly.
Hey,
No,
you-
no.
They were the
This is
only-
fake.
Oh wow.
You got another
Okay.
Flintstone question?
Nope. We'll
Well,
do the Jetsons.
What about
do
the
it later.
Jetsons? Yeah.
We'll do the
it later.
Jetsons.
Did you know
We'll do it
that
later.
Spooky made a Jetsons pinball and there was only like 30 made?
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's
They also made a Rick
Somebody
and Morty.
locally is selling one for $7,000, and I wish I had $7,000 because I
Man.
would seriously buy
Boy, the
that thing.
chat has turned on me so quick.
No bubble shot for you.
try harder.
That's how we
Ask
roll
a
in this
Scooby-Doo
community,
question.
Stock Jock.
Exactly.
Nobody's
All
got it.
right.
Uh,
All right, tonight, we are doing our new arcade setup challenge. And guys, we have planned up. So it is Team Midwest, everybody. And I know I'm in North Carolina, but we're gonna say Team Midwest.
honorary.
Yeah, honorary here. And Team
Ohio.
South. So we've
The
got
South will rise again.
there you go.
Matt, are you
So
in
we
the
got-
South? You're more like Central.
Oklahoma.
He counts.
Yeah, that's like
he counts.
Central.
Okay.
I think in the Great War, he was part of the South. I don't
Yeah.
know
So
if he was
it's
or not.
me,
Actually,
Jim
we were
Pixel,
native. Yeah. We're
Oh.
still native.
Galaga Guy. We
Yeah,
are
don't
Team
think they were part of it
Midwest.
yet.
No, they took our land.
Team South is Matt, Stock Jock, and Chaotic. And our good friend G.I. Joel is going to commentate this whole thing. He's going to tell us we're crazy and whatnot.
He's
So,
going to just riff us like MG.
yeah, there you go. That's your job tonight.
I think he
G.I.
can
Joel.
handle
So
that.
I think he's ready for it, right? All right. So who wants to go first? Somebody from Team South or somebody from Team Midwest? We
We'll
will
let
put
these
up
guys
a poll.
go. Let these guys go.
All right, who wants to
I was
be
gonna
first?
say
I'm
Last
probably
to
the
arrive-
weakest link, guys. I'll probably go first.
All right, first
Oh,
one up.
We have to say the stipulations, right? We have $3,000.
Yes.
we have
Repeat the
$3,000.
stipulations. What
And
was
things
going
you
on?
could actually buy.
Things you could actually buy, and you're new to the arcade scene or the home arcade scene, and you're wanting to build your own arcade. What would you have in it, These are things that you could get on Marketplace, brand new, whatever you could find it, but it has to be what you could pay right now for it. And we all had a $3,000 budget. So if you're new to the community and you've never bought anything before, this is what you want. So yeah.
Yes, we already know that's going to happen. MG.
All right. So Chaotic has decided to be the first one to go against the firing squad here. So let's pull him up here. All right.
All right, guys. So I'm going to do a quick presentation for you. Being that we are all professional home arcade creators and designers, we also want to help you, new people, to get into the nice home arcade budget of $3,000 to start your home arcade. So, no problem here. We're going to go ahead and get you started.
Not you, Brian. The other Brian DePhillips. That's why I decided not to participate, because
there you go.
Yeah.
That was going to be my suggestion.
Exactly. We all could have said, you know what, G.I. Joel, here's $3,000.
Make us
you have
stuff.
9 months
Make
to
us
get me all
stuff.
my products.
Wouldn't be a bad choice. Be a good
Damn
choice.
right, it wouldn't have been a bad choice at all. But that would become cheating, right? So,
yep.
All right.
Which is probably what Jay just did.
Scouring your local Facebook marketplace is a great start to building your home arcade at a budget, right? Yep. So let's start with decor.
All right.
I didn't know you did decor.
Yeah. You got to start with decor. You got to get the mood and the vibe set for your arcade. So these black lights here, it comes in a pack of 6. Really relatively cheap price. They usually last about a year to 2 years.
Matt, we just won.
I have 3 of them. I have 3 of them in my ceiling right now. 2 of them work. But so, I don't need to use all 6. I can use 3 of them. One of them burns out, I can replace it. But anyway, these are great. Now, as for the reflective tape or black light fluorescent UV tape, you can either do that on the edge banding of your cabs to make your cabs pop. You can put it on the floor and create little letters and designs and stuff like that, just to be reflective on your floor and stuff. It's pretty cool stuff, but good cheap price, man. $65 for those 2 together, right?
All right.
Now, I found this pretty close to me, not too far away. $400 for a Cruising Exotica.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Now it comes with a CRT monitor, but he also includes the LCD monitor that he was going to put in it.
Is it working?
Yes, it is working. There was video of it playing. So
there you go.
Now, every home arcade could use a very good quality driving cabinet. Found this one for $400. I now have $2,500 and some change to spend. Now, a multicade is a good start for when you need a lot of games but have limited space and budget.
Oh man.
So I found the Chicago Gaming Company multicade, not the best choice, but there really wasn't that many choices available around me, right? So for $600 for the quality of games that are on it, it's a full-size cab. I thought, this is not that bad not that bad of a deal. $600. So, and plus you get a lot of classic games and stuff like that. Not a lot of people like the artwork on the sides. I don't blame them. We know some people in the community that can actually reskin these for you for relatively cheap as well. So I don't know, $600. I thought, that's not a bad idea to start with. Now,
how do we already have people voting?
Yeah. How are they voting right now?
They can change their vote if they want to. They have the right. I want to if they're so impressed right now with Team South,
Oh, they already should be. For somebody who said he just scribbled his stuff down on a piece of paper, this is pretty good stuff.
Yeah, he's top notch.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you. And yes, MG, I have given up. You have to see how sad my life is.
No.
Every arcade could use a great pinball machine that you can later on flip for more value. So the better upkeep you have on an older machine, you can flip it probably for more than you paid for it, and eventually get one of those higher end newer machines for relatively cheaper price than you would normally pay for it. But $800 pinball machine. I actually was looking at all the pictures of this. It's a tip top shape. It's a really, really nice looking machine. Not a game I would totally choose, but if you had to have a pinball machine, it's
There
not a
you
bad
go.
price for $800.
Not for a real.
I don't
one.
know
That's good.
though. If I was starting out, I don't know if I want to buy a pinball immediately. Like that's a huge step.
That
You
is
can't
true.
change
That is
your
true.
vote.
But
You lied,
you're-
God. You lied. You can't change your vote.
huh?
I
What do
clicked
you
on
mean?
it. I can't change my vote.
What do
You
mean
can't change your vote.
You can't
You
change
can't
your
change your vote.
What?
No, you can't.
Vote soon. Like vote now.
Vote on.
No, don't vote now.
Vote now and vote often.
I
Take it
All
down. Take it down.
I
You can
did
re-
a poll.
you can report it.
Chat.
You
I
can
couldn't
report
see
it and
anything in
dismiss
the
it.
chat, and it was in the way. So I clicked on it. I'm like, I'll just change my vote later.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll come back to that. That doesn't count, right? So there you go. All right. My bad. I thought you could change it. That's Todd's fault.
Rich Odella says one word: zizzle and done.
There you go.
It's not a bad idea. Now you could have went with Wonderland pinball and everything,
You
but
could,
you know,
right.
for around the same price. But no idea exactly how good that's going to be and everything.
Or when it's coming out.
yeah, or when it's coming out. So this right here, it's a real pinball machine. Like I said, keep it in really good shape. You could flip it and get more than you paid for it out of it. So you can actually turn around, make a profit, and get something better.
All right.
So pinball machines always hold great value. This is the cheapest one I could find on Facebook Marketplace. Period.
All right.
And still looks good.
And still looks good. Exactly. And it's a
Yeah, I
really
think
good title.
it was
Ryan
around
actually
$1,000,
bought
the
This
ones I was
one,
looking
he
at,
bought
yeah.
this one for his game room, but before the show, he sold it and flipped it for twice his money. So now his budget has increased.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fuzzy-
And that
fuzzy
might
math.
come into play later. All right.
No
Now-
way.
Who doesn't love air hockey?
$50.
Exactly.
Nice,
$50
nice.
$50. This is a real full-size arcade style dynamo air hockey table. Now, it looks ugly. It needs to be like resurfaced and everything. But the guy was showing video of him sliding the pucks around, and they were flying all over the place, no problem. All the air holes, the motors, and everything works. So it works beautifully. It just looks like it's in kind of bad shape. But people who are going to come over to your house and play in your home arcade
Don't
are
care.
going to go straight to this and play for hours.
Mhm.
There you go.
Does it work?
Good choice.
Like
Good
does
choice.
the
It does
does
work.
the,
It works. It works.
Okay.
It 100% works. I was watching video of it and everything. I was like, dang, I actually might convince my wife to let us pick this up. Put it in the garage.
I've had
But,
one. They are fun.
For $50, this is like an absolute steal. So,
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right.
so like I still have $985 left. Let's have a little bit of fun.
Ooh.
Redemption games are always a plus. Bozo's Big Prize. Customize your prizes, reward yourself or your guests with really cool prizes to take home with them. Now, this is $450. This is one of those giant ones, though, like you would see at Walmart or Sam's Club, you know, the big giant ones where they actually hold some like weight and actually like carry an iPad or iPhone or whatever. So, you know, what's a home arcade without having something for your guests to try and win, man? And if you need to, you can charge them for it per play, try to make you some money back.
There you go.
There you go.
So I got $535 left, and I got a
It's
multicade, I got a
knocking it out of the
pinball.
park. Wow.
Yeah, I got a multicade, I got a pinball, I got an air hockey table. Now I got a redemption game. What's left?
Oh,
Everyone could use a drink, man. Whether you're charging your guests
I
for
like
these drinks or
I
not,
like it.
everybody was going to want to hang out even
That's the
longer
ultimate fridge right there. That's the ultimate fridge.
when drinks are
Wow.
available. And me,
Wow.
I love my Coca-Cola, so this is be one of the dream machines I would actually want to have.
Well,
In my
putting
house.
Diet Coke, but I'm
Wow. Okay. All right.
So-
Nice.
Now I'm
Brian.
down to $85. I could use that $85 to buy, 6 or 7 12-packs, stock this thing up, charge people $1.50.
and prizes for your claw machine.
There you go.
Right. And prizes for your claw machine. Correct.
There you go.
Now, I do have some honorable mentions that I found.
Okay.
Everybody loves skee ball. So now I found
They
a
do.
skee ball thing that normally runs about $650. This person was
Nice.
selling it for $475. It's in beautiful shape. So I was like, cool, $475, but it's over my budget. But I could swap that out in case I wanted this instead of, say, the Coke machine. And then this was pretty expensive, but a snack vending machine. Come on, dude. Stack it full of your favorite snacks or some of your guests' favorite snacks. Hell, even charge them for it, man. $1 Snicker bars, whatever. Everybody would love to have some chips, man. So
Brian's all about getting a return on his investment.
Yeah,
exactly.
You got to pay for this
man.
stuff.
You should. People won't come over. But, hey, man, I'm gonna get a sack of Lay's, bro.
All right.
There you go, guys.
Gumball machines and the teenagers come over and they put their money in there. It's just for a gumball, man.
When you're starting out your home arcade and you're starting out kind of small, good choices are always starting out with, like, say, a multicade has hundreds of games to choose from. Keep their thirst low and keep their hunger level low, and then you got all kinds of other games that you can play, such as skee ball or air hockey, something like that. I was looking for basketball, like the basketball games too, but I couldn't find anything good. So, but out of all the choices that I had around me for the cheapest prices, I thought some of these were pretty good. So there you go.
All right. Well,
I like it. I like it.
You undersold yourself. You were like,
definitely
this is gonna be the worst. And it's like the bet.
Hey.
You're like, see, I'm a little concerned about my team now.
No.
We're good. We're good.
Oh,
We're good. I like where he went. Good solid choices, bro.
I was thinking like arcade products is what I was viewing whenever we said we're going to make an arcade, but that works too. I mean,
no, it was a solid list. Good. Any criticisms, G.I. Joel?
Thank you, Thor KC.
Yeah, there you go.
It was good. He covered. He had a good spread. Covered a wide range and got everybody covered. So, no, right. I'm willing to call it right now. I think.
Wow,
not bad for. I built the list in like 7 minutes. I was like, that looks good. That looks good. Copy paste.
Man.
Put it in.
I think Brian's team wins.
Wow. You're not even going to give us
We don't have to show ours, Matt.
There you go.
All right. Who wants to go in team Midwest here? Do I go ahead and need to get mine out of the way? Should I go ahead and just do mine?
Go ahead.
He's been bragging like all week that
I'll anchor this.
They're calling you the weakest link, Todd.
They call me the weakest link.
He wants to go.
Todd, are you going to take any of your stuff out of the box?
No.
No.
All right. Let's see here. Go here and do this. And then come around here and do that. And there we go. Let's make sure that looks good. Yes. All right. So, gentlemen.
Pretty boring background already, isn't it, guys?
Yeah. I didn't do graphics. That should be. I'll remember that next time. I got to do a little bit more color. So, yeah.
Minus 5 points already off the bat.
All right. So I didn't do individual slides. I just put them all together. So, obviously, mine is very marketplace heavy, but I wanted to go ahead and get what I think is the essentials. And for me, the one thing that I do not have in my arcade room is a billiards table. I would love to have a billiards table in my garage or in my arcade, but any arcade that I would build, that's the first thing I want to do. I found a good deal on a combo here that has the pool table and a dartboard.
Nice.
Set.
Some people were saying darts in the chat. So
that's a combo. That's a combo unit, right? You get both of those.
Mm-hmm. You get both of those. This is new in the box, $400. They're normally
that's a great deal.
Yeah,
it was a great deal.
Yeah.
They showed pictures of the box. The box was fun. So, yeah, really good deal for this. It was the first thing I saw, and I'm like, this is getting added to the, but kind of in the same way that Chaotic was thinking, you got to have variety. Everybody hangs around the pool table whenever you're in the center of it. So,
is the pool table, is that the actual size, by the way, for $400? I'm just
7.5. Yeah, it was a huge box. So, had everything in it. So, all right, next one. I found an arcade one-up Street Fighter 2 deluxe machine for $300. Still in the box. He showed pictures of the box. No issues with it whatsoever. Thought that was a fair deal for a Street Fighter 2 arcade one-up. Next one is a Legends pinball at games for $350.
That's
Comes
a good deal.
with the 70 extra pinball. He said courses, but I'm sure he meant tables. This is very stock. Nothing has been done to this, so the ability to do whatever you want with this machine later on is all there. And unfortunately, he was moving, couldn't take it with him. That's why he was selling it at such a good price. So you got pool table, you got an arcade 1-up, you got a pinball machine, a virtual pinball machine, and then I found a mini as well, new in the box. The mini I thought would be great for somebody that just wants the multicade but doesn't really want the bigger. 450 was the best I could get on this. I'm sure that would negotiate, but I thought this would be the best way to go. It has the pinball buttons, so you could play some pinball on it as well if somebody else is on the machine.
Well, since the tariffs, 450 is actually a good deal now. So
there you go.
Is it?
And the screen is rotatable, so you can do.
That's the other thought that I thought was, you could do some rotating with that screen. So
is it though? $450 for an At Games Legends Mini? I mean, I think
that's a great deal.
I think that's about $400 too much.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right, fair enough. Next slide. So, couldn't find any of the Pac-Mans in my local area, so I would order these from Amazon, $500 a piece. You gotta have
Pac-Man just went down $50 today because of the 40th.
Yeah, I could have waited a little bit longer and had a little more in my budget, but Pac-Man, and then of course the class of '81, all great games on those. You're basically getting multi-Ks out of this and getting multiple games, and the form factor looks great. So then you got to find a shooter, and I found a Time Crisis arcade for $200.
That's a good.
Where's
what?
$200. It worked.
Did you buy it? Because that's amazing.
I messaged him, and I think he sold it before he could even turn around. So I hated that I missed it because I wanted it really bad for $200. But really good deal on a shooter. Obviously, the ability to upgrade this to anything else, mod it later on in the future. But for $200, that was a killer price. All right, next thing I wanted to add is the MetaQuest 3S. I found it for $225. I didn't have a lot of extra money to get the X Arcade, but having the MetaQuest opens up a whole world of other things for you in the future. I thought it would be a really good deal, and then maybe on in the future you could get the X Arcade for it. So $225 for a 3S. I tried to find just a regular 3, but not much left on that.
That's a good price.
So total setup, I am looking at $2,925.
Nice.
So you get 3 arcade 1-ups, you get 1 virtual pin, 1 multicade, 1 VR headset, 1 shooter, a billiard table, and a dartboard for right under $3,000.
And you still have money left over for beer. But unfortunately, that's going to be warm beer because you don't have a fridge.
So I'm going to go ahead. I'm the winner. I'll go ahead and just take this honor right now. Thank you, everybody. For
he's gonna take the $75 and buy a cooler and some ice, and you can put your beer in there. There you go.
That was solid. That was a solid lineup.
So he can sulk and drink away his losses that he's going to have here.
Oh boy. So, what did you think? Go ahead and give it to me. Not that great.
No,
I thought it was a solid lineup. It gives you multiple things for an arcade room. It covers pretty much everything. You got a fighter. You got multiple games on the Pac-Man machines and whatnot. So,
yeah, good variety.
I think as Team South should get together and maybe actually file a protest because he's had a machine that was already sold in his list there. And so it should be
when I did the list, it was available.
Yeah, I got some of those too. By the time I
know that was like if you didn't try to buy that would good for you for trying.
Thank you, Marine 50. Drink, snacks, and decor.
It is.
Yeah, you have $75 left to do that, so plenty to do.
But you,
By the way,
Alrighty.
joystick. Wait,
you
one
had
quick.
money
Joystick.
left over and you didn't spend it, Todd.
That's
I
right.
was under budget. I stayed under
Mhm.
budget.
Well,
for
then you
once
lose.
in my life.
But joystick, by the way, if you had, I'm not sure if you got here later, or whatever, but Brian did have that in his.
Mm-hmm.
He had decor in his.
Obviously,
Yeah, so-
Todd has never worked for a large corporation in his life. You don't
Why is that?
ever want to
Ever.
have budget
Come under
left
budget.
over.
You want to spend it all.
If you don't spend it, yeah. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Minus points, Todd.
Minus points.
We need
All right.
anti-fatigue mats.
Anti-fatigue mats for everything. Yep. There you go. All right, Team South. Who's up next?
I'll go because I know Matt's is going to be off the chart. So
No, it won't. It's not.
he's
well, I didn't
gonna
make
he's gonna like.
You guys made PowerPoints or like presentation. I didn't do that. I just have like tabs open.
That's all right. That's all good.
Let's see how.
All right, Daryl, you got this, bro.
Okay, I'm waiting for Todd to bring it up, and I'll do the commentary.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh.
While he's doing that, I was all Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
That's fair enough. All right. Oh, good old.
I hope you can get it because I could probably pull it up from my email.
Yeah, I got it. I just got to figure out how to make it full screen because I don't remember in whatchamacallit.
I mean, Todd left money on the table. Brian,
Is it a PowerPoint?
Brian was flipping and making investments during.
In his home arcade. For all
Yeah,
his
it's
friends to come
PowerPoint.
over.
How many people come over to your home arcade though? You charging your kids?
Like, why are you charging them money? It's like, hey, come on over and
Hey, man,
spend some money
you
in
go
my
over
house.
my house, you bring quarters.
You bring
Yeah,
quarters.
that's right.
All right.
I like it.
All right,
Winning
can't you make
arcade.
it
No, hit play.
hit play up there,
Where's
Todd?
play?
Oh, that's a
Where's
good buy.
Where's play?
Oh, it should be up there on
display
that top
as-
row.
Left.
From beginning. Here we go. All right.
There you go.
There we go. All right.
I still see your thing.
No, we see
Yeah,
it.
I
Don't
still
worry
see.
about It's Lego.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah, are you not sharing the right tab? Like, it looks like you're not sharing the screen. You're sharing the tab.
Yeah, I'm not sharing the
So I
right
may not
tab.
see it.
At the
Apparently.
bottom
Yeah.
right.
Always something, man.
At least you guys have a PowerPoint.
Honestly though, you could have just uploaded a PowerPoint down here at the bottom of StreamYard where it says
Yeah, I
present.
should have. That's what I should have done. And it never works the way I want to do. So this is looking bad for Team South, right?
No, it's
No.
looking bad for the moderator of this show.
No, yeah, it's running bad for the showrunner.
All right, is that better?
Yes.
There we go. There we go.
All right,
Thank you, showrunner.
there we go. First one up.
Now it should be able to just run. Okay, well now you don't want to run anyway. Okay, so so I have $3,000 and I will tell that I did go a pretty heavy arcade one up, but there's a reason why. You'll see at the very end. So I found this on Facebook Marketplace down in Miami, and it works for $325. A Star Wars, and everybody needs a Star Wars in their arcade, especially
Yes.
to start off with.
Absolutely.
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 It is a
You
holy
can go to the
grail.
next one if you want.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And you see it does work. I want to make sure that everybody understands that these do work. So, all right. So the
All
next
right.
one, so you can see there, I had $3,000 minus $325 gives me $2,675 left.
Very
All right.
professional.
Yep.
This is very
Okay.
professional. looking.
So here I found this guy who was selling brand new
Sea caps. That's
Yep.
crazy.
Wow.
New
Yep.
Rampage,
Yep.
Space Invaders.
A new
Yes.
Rampage and a Pac-Man and a Space Invaders. The Rampage and Space Invaders were $200 each, and the Pac-Man, which is I think on the next page. Yep, was showing the box was was $200. So there's all, just pictures of all three of them.
Nice.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
So a good start to it. So there you go. You got your 3,000. I'm down to 2,100 hours left, and I've already got a total of 4 arcades.
All right. Here we go.
All right.
Ooh,
Oh,
look
I
at
found
this.
a T2.
Oh, that's
Oh
a great
my
price.
God.
$25.
Wow,
That's
is
a
a
great
good
deal.
deal.
Okay.
Oh, is
Nice.
this still
Nice.
available or is it gone?
It's still available this afternoon.
Man.
I checked all these again.
God,
Yeah, if that was
Um,
local, I would buy that if that was local.
I would
Yeah,
buy that.
yeah.
I would
So-
buy that all day long.
I don't remember where it was, but it was somewhere in Florida. And it was probably down south. But so there you go. So I've got 1875 left.
All right.
All right. Next.
Oh my God!
I
No
found
way.
a big blue for
What?
175
No
bucks, and it does
way.
work. I asked the guy, and it works. It's just it's really dirty because it's actually sitting out on a back porch.
Wow.
Ooh, that
It
could
might
be good
need a
for the
little
wood.
cleanup.
That's a good
These
deal.
Floridians, man, I tell you.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
leave everything out, don't they?
Yeah,
Alligators out there
I
playing.
was
it.
like, what do you have this in a back porch? So I'm
For
down
the
to
alligators.
1,700 hours left. Okay.
Wow.
Now,
And
next
you
one
already
is
got what? 3, 4, 5 cabs?
you
There's a
gotta have
mistake.
Oh,
you gotta have a
what?
sports game in there.
There we
Okay.
go.
Wow.
Yeah.
200
you,
bucks, and there's a reason
crazy.
why. If you
Yeah, you
look,
can
if
see.
I'm pointing like you can see, but if
It's
you look on
buggered.
the picture on the right, or actually the ones on
Oh,
the
on the
right and
bottom.
left, you can see
The riser
he's got
buggered
some
up, right?
damage,
Yeah.
which
know a guy.
he didn't know that.
And
He thinks that's
bacon
part of it.
damage.
You get yourself a GI Joe riser, and man, you're in shape, right?
Right.
There
Right.
you go.
So
Yeah.
now, so you got your sports game. So there we go. I got 1,500 hours left, and I went all in on 1,500 bucks.
Uh oh.
Okay,
All right.
go
here
ahead,
it
roll
is.
it, Todd.
The piece de resistance.
Go ahead, yeah, click on the guy there. I think. Okay,
All
here
right.
we go.
Oh.
Afterburner,
Oh.
1,500 bucks. I'm throwing an
Oh.
afterburner in my
That's good.
arcade for $1,500. So this thing is all going to be centered around an afterburner, and there's my
Good
$3,000 I spent.
Good choice.
Golly.
I'm impressed. I am impressed.
That is a great starter arcade. Holy cow.
That is top notch. You don't
Mm.
have any money left over. You spent the 3,000, and you're
Yep.
walking away with what? 4, 5.
I went
6,
all
7?
I went down to the penny on
8,
everything, man.
8.
Walking out with
8.
6 cabs.
Yeah.
That's
No.
ridiculous.
And that blitz can be modded into a multi-cade.
7 cabs.
Yeah.
Yep. So
All
another big
right.
blue
Good
could
choice.
too.
Real cab.
Wow.
There you go. There it is. There's my
Oh.
arcade.
That is good.
All right.
Good
All right.
job.
G.I.
Good
Joel.
job.
Let's see here. All right. G.I. Joel.
Remember, we're business partners.
There wasn't a Tempest.
There
was
wasn't
I
a
know.
Tempest.
I couldn't find
And
any.
there were no
I really was
Robotron.
looking for one.
No,
Actually, I
Robotron.
did find
I
a
thought
Tempest.
for sure the last one was going to be Robotron. I was like,
I couldn't find a Robotron. I couldn't find one for any surprise.
I'll be laughing.
I
with
did
the
look for a Tempest.
firepower.
The cheapest one I could find was $480.
Wow.
I wasn't paying $480 for a Tempest.
I got to give it to you. Your lineup was better than Todd's for
Oh,
sure.
come on.
Oh,
Oh,
Come on.
I mean, you got to
come on now.
You got
Way
an
better
afterburner.
selection.
Oh, come on.
And he didn't have 2 games in there. He didn't waste a spot with 2
Uh-oh.
I was thinking
I'm in trouble.
quality. I was
That's
thinking
right, Vader.
quality and multitude of games to play.
But
boy.
you also, I mean, you didn't have any decor and stuff in there either. So
well, you know what? I don't need decor.
You got
It's what's in the
afterburner.
room
Look at his
that
room.
matters.
He's got a
It's in the
decor.
room that matters. Oh, thank you, Mr.
I own a
Insurance.
carpet. I own a flooring company. I mean, I can do anything I want for nothing. Okay, how's that?
but it wasn't bad. It was a pretty good selection.
Mhm.
Minus the dust.
Yep.
Thank you, MG. That's fantastic. All right. Sorry, I have to give Todd because of the billiards and the darts. But
Marine
Brian's
50,
still in the
dude.
lead.
I thought
Okay.
we were kindred spirits here, Marine 50. Look at you won the contest last week. I sent it to you. You got it. You could have at least voted for me. Come on, that was bribery.
All right, Team Midwest. Who's up next? Jay or Gallagher guy? Who's my top player?
I can go.
Ginger.
Go
ahead.
Ginger.
I'm not saying I'm your top.
Ginger.
I'm not saying I'm your top player, but I will go.
All right,
Let's
where
go.
are,
Okay.
Come on,
where are
Desmond.
you?
So before I start, I viewed it as someone who knew nothing about arcades that wanted to start getting into it. That's kind of how I view this, and you want to start
Okay.
your new arcade in your home. So keep that in mind. I am also like Stock Jock, where I am a little bit more arcade, one up, a little bit heavy on my end of it too, because that's how I was viewing things. So
All right,
keep
so you
that
need to
keep
share-
that in
you need
mind.
to share.
I would give you crap, Gallagher guy, for not understanding the rules because they were explained multiple times. However, I myself still don't really understand the rules either. So
Oh,
continue
Oh,
on.
what just happened?
here you go.
Right.
Yeah, everybody seems to be
Okay,
getting it
it's
so
not
far.
showing. Okay, so this is starting out. This is what I found nearby. You know, you got your Street Fighter, you got to have your fighter, you got to have your sports game. So I'm like,
Mhm.
$200. I found a 200 Street Fighter, $200. I found an NBA Jam. I was like, all right, that's $400 down. That's a pretty good start. Pretty good start.
All right.
And me being a newbie, I was like, okay, well, you know, I want to get at Games ALU. Went to the site. It was $900 for one of those things. $900.
Wow.
And I'm like, I ain't doing that. So I found one for $500.
You can
And
get
you
it
go
for
on to-
$5.50 new on Sam's Club still.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Good
I'm not on
point.
Sam's Club. I'm a newbie, not on Sam's Club.
Okay.
And if you're like, hey, I don't know how to add games on this, like I know nothing about home arcade stuff at all. You can go over to Etsy and you have a coin ops you can plug in with a thumb drive for $50. And yes, I know, you can go online, you could get them yourself and put them on there, blah blah blah. But I'm a newbie, I don't know this stuff.
Yep.
So right now, I've got NBA Jam, Street Fighter, and ALU with like 8,300 games on it right now. So I have like every game you could possibly imagine, probably as far as someone who's an arcade enthusiast. It's already in the bag. I already got it. It's all there. We're good to go. We're good to go. Next up, I thought you gotta have your Class 81. We gotta
Yep.
have our Galaga. So I found one on Facebook Marketplace for $350, and I'm like, let's do it. I would buy that immediately because that would be a great addition to it. And then also too, we have an ALP HD for $400 that I found.
Still
So
good
right
choice.
now we're looking.
Good choice.
So good boy. Yep.
We're at about $1,700, and the next slide is amazing because Brian found the exact same machine as me, but only cheaper in his area. We got some big boys here, guys. We got some big boys.
Ah.
So we got Cruisin' Exotica for $640. This would be your racer cab because it is awesome. It's huge. It's something that's going to attract a lot of people to it. And we can't forget about the classics here. This is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle with an
For
LCD screen,
$500.
That's clean.
and it has a retro pie in it. It's very
Yeah.
clean. It's
Okay,
it's
well that
very
explains
clean.
the price. But hey, it's all good.
Yes. But you're brand new to this, so this is great. It's like, hey, I get this cool looking authentic
4-player.
Turtles
Nice. Yeah.
cab, 4-player deck. So that is
You
amazing.
really are a noob that don't know what you're doing because you got a RetroPie TMNT, but you also bought the at games. With
But he's got 8,000
Well, you want a
games,
4-player
Joel.
deck. You want a 4-player deck, Joel. Like you want a 4-player deck you can play other things on. I mean, the 2-player deck, it's okay. It's okay, but you want 4 players. You want to do an all-out, beat 'em up. So this is how
You
you
can
do
get a
that. You
4-player
tons of
deck for
beat 'em
the
ups.
Oh,
ALU.
I'm totally
Yeah,
in line.
yeah.
I think this was $500 well spent right here with
Yeah.
the
That-
iPad.
That's cool.
Debatable on the at games, but everybody thought Todd's Mini was a great buy at $450. So I'll give you $500 for that. At least,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so while doing this too, I found something. So I can thank you guys because the next thing I'm going to buy, because I found this and I was like, holy crap, I found it immediately as soon as the person posted it and I was the first person to be there.
Of course he bought
This thing I
it.
found
Of course he bought it.
for $50.
Okay.
What did you buy?
a Dragon's Lair, a
What?
working
No!
Dragon's Lair for
No!
$50.
What?
No.
It doesn't work. There's no way it works.
It does. She sent me a video of it working. I can show it to you as soon as I can share the other screen. But
Did you
yes,
buy
it
it?
works. It's a working
Yeah,
Dragon's
he said
Lair.
he'd buy
Buy
it.
that now and flip it.
Did you go buy it?
I'm going to go pick it up tomorrow. She said that she'll hold it to me
Buy
for
it,
tomorrow.
flip it.
And I several
It's
times
full
like,
of
are you sure it's
roaches.
$50? And it's sure it's $50. And you sure it's 50? Like I kept saying, she's like, yes, $50. I'm like, are you sure?
No way.
So I'll either
I
get a
cannot-
Dragon's Lair for $50 or I'll lose a kidney. I don't know. It's one or the other in this scenario.
I am jealous, Gallagher guy. I am jealous. I cannot believe.
He is in the sweet spot in Ohio.
Man,
where everybody's
you
getting rid
ain't
of
kidding.
their arcade one-ups, and he's just picking
My
them up.
God.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, even if your team
But it's-
loses, like this is the
Oh,
vibe
yes, I like
of
that
the-
one.
Yeah, yeah.
I like what
won't be
Calvin
here
said.
tomorrow.
It's a new wave
Somebody will
toy.
be like, oh, sorry.
It's a new wave toy. That's probably what it is.
So, but I still have right now, $2,800 and $2,890 left. So I have $110, but I don't end up spending it all. But there's one thing that I saw on Marketplace that I had to buy because I saw it and it's something you just got to burn. My arcade Galaga I saw for $10 on there, and I would buy it just to
No.
destroy it.
That's the My Arcade, Todd. Come on, that's right up.
I would put that in my claw machine.
There you go. Nice.
Wow. Wow.
That's the only reason. And I have $100 left for decor or whatever, but that's what mine was. Yes.
I like what Jason says.
Oh.
Gallagher
Plastic
guy is for
version.
sure gonna wake up in a vat of in a tub of ice.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
So,
God,
That's
it's not
not
happy.
yes.
I agree.
That's
Happy
decor.
I'll buy
decor.
that, put it in my claw machine. Hey,
There you
man,
go.
want
There's some
that.
decor for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
It's some nice
dude,
kindling for the fire. Nice
Mhm.
kindling.
Dude, come on. Oh, man. All right, Joel. What do you
And
think
he's your
about Gallagher?
teammate, Todd.
Yeah, I
So
know, he's my
Gallagher guy's on Todd's team.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Your team finally got some redemption, I guess.
There.
Wow.
Just because it was a TMNT on there, is that why?
Yeah.
And
That's all it
you
takes
got
to get
some-
Joel.
you got some pretty good
Yeah.
deals. I'm not saying that they're the winner. I'm
Okay.
just saying that they redeemed themselves and they're a little bit more in the running now. I mean, they didn't just
Wow.
No.
screw the pooch like Todd did and say just mail it in and say, I'm not even going to try.
Well,
I mean, next time we do this, I'm gonna put My Arcade products through.
oh, that's
For all of them.
It'll be like
man. You can fill up
75
your whole freaking basement with these things to your head. Hell,
I'll just take a picture of each one I have and just put it together.
he's gonna have a
So-
bunch of Amber Nicks.
Oh, Galaga guy, I give you My Arcade Galaga for free, bro. Wow. Wow.
Thank you.
I mean, it was looking like it was going to be a shutout there, but I mean, we actually,
We got a game. We got a game.
Oh
got a
yeah,
game
well, we've
kind of
got
going on
we've
here.
got the cleanup batter on our team coming up.
Well,
All
it's
right.
they might
Don't
still
forget
be losing, but
I'm putting all my money on Jay Pixel, so he
Yes.
better
So-
he better have this. So
I got you. I got you.
End up with mine. You end up with 9 arcades and some good kindling. That's what's mine. So
Wait,
just-
yeah.
yeah, so
oh, that's right. Jay's the only guy that's left. You
Yep.
guys don't have a chance.
I love Joe's confidence. I love him. I love his confidence.
All right,
I
multi-cade
thrive
Matt,
on
what
that.
do you got, buddy?
All right, let's see if we can do this. Let's see. I need to share my screen, right?
Yep.
All right, so share my screen, see if we have Inception going on. My tabs. Let's go. Do this one at a time.
Gallagher's gonna make money tomorrow.
Yeah, he is.
Heck yeah.
Turn around,
Alright.
flip that thing for $500 and go.
He's gonna pay for half his arcade with that purchase.
Let
right?
me see if I can find me another cruising USA.
All right, cool. All right,
All
so,
right.
so we're just. Mine is arcade one up heavy as well. So, so there you go. So just.
Everybody loves the class of '81. I mean,
Alright,
come
cool.
on.
All right, so there's 300. They do another one.
Gotta be ever made.
How do I like? I need to go to a different tab.
you sharing
Oh, you have
screen
to
or you
you have to
sharing
share your
tab?
yeah, you have to share your screen and then it'll show all your whole.
Go into another tab, and then at the top they'll say "Share this screen."
All right. So here, let's try this again. Share this screen. All right, gotcha.
Yep.
Is it going to be Inception now?
Nope.
All right, cool.
There we go. All right,
All right.
here we go.
And so
All right,
there's
so you
there's that one. So that was we have a pack. Actually, let's make sure we got one. So yeah, we have Golden Tea.
Ooh.
Good choice. Good choice. Good choice.
eBay. I didn't think of eBay.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Yeah.
Not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That is
Okay.
not a bad price.
It's
And
a great
then we
price.
have. There you go.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh.
A big red.
Have Big Red versus the Big
clock.
Blue.
Don't
Yep.
see many of those.
Wow.
Oh,
300. Nice.
okay. Then this is just it's dusty, but it's a Pac-Man, so nothing crazy.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, $300. That's not a
You
bad.
gotta have a
bad deal.
Pac-Man. Come on, it's a
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every arcade needs a Pac-Man. I'm sorry.
Let's see. 250 for ALU.
Oh
Nice.
wow.
Well,
So
Joel.
this-
Please,
with the
Joel,
pinball
don't
button.
knock us back on this, Joel.
Yeah.
That's a one.
With
That's a
the
1.0.
pinball
right?
buttons. That's
No, it's
a
a
deal.
it's a it's a it's a it's a 2.0. It's like it's the 1.1.
1.2.
It's like,
yeah.
because it has a crumb strip. So
Yep,
1.0.
yep, you're right. It's 1.2.
Damn.
Yeah. So
He knows
the,
his stuff, man.
Look at that.
All right. So Killer Instinct.
Oh.
Oh
No.
yeah, we knew that was coming.
Oh come on! For $300.
$300.
Nice.
Ah,
Or a high
Where do you
five.
live, man?
I want one so bad, and I cannot find one.
You better
It's
get a
a
virtual
kid.
high five.
Okay, there you go. Cool. All right. So then we have this is the full size. This is
Come on. Come
Hydro-
on.
way
Got the
worse.
hydro in there.
In our chat, we were talking about what Jay would have.
Jay
and
would
I
give us his
told-
hydro
Oh,
thunder. Way to
man.
I
go,
thought he was gonna have a
Matt.
Hydro Thunder.
Matt,
and
you did
it
good,
was
buddy.
Matt
Matt.
wins with that. Matt wins with that. I give him that.
That's
Oh
worth getting
man,
there.
All
Matt.
right. Cool. All right. There's and then this is a Ridge Racer. Now it's gonna look dinky next to that.
Yeah. it is.
Yeah.
So well, Ridge-
350. That's not a bad price for
It's
a Ridge
fair.
Racer.
Mm-mm.
this screams for the GI Joe inline riser.
Nice.
Mhm.
There you go.
Yeah, it
All right.
does.
And then this is actually overpriced because I literally got 3 of these for under $150. So this is like I just wanted it based on they just more sports games.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And last but not least, just a old school. Probably old
280.
school.
Not a bad.
Okay.
not
It's
bad.
okay. So there you go.
What's your total, Matt?
Without shipping, it's $2,500. So some of these eBay ones are like you have to shipping is different. So based on where we're at. So I
Okay,
gave some.
fair enough.
There you go. So I gave some like grace based on shipping.
All right.
Fair.
2,500, Matt. All right.
That
All right.
Hydro
So
Thunder, though.
Team South.
Hydro
Keep
Thunder.
out.
You saved us there, Matt, with a Hydro Thunder.
Hydro Thunder is nice. I ain't
There
gonna
you
lie.
go.
Yeah, Pac-Man and Hydro Thunder. That's a good lineup.
All right, GI Joel. What's your commentary here, my friend?
Wasn't bad. It was
Yeah, a C plus.
yeah, nice
Respectable.
try. Yeah.
So are you
Nice try.
favoring Team South right now before we do Jays? Are you favoring?
Where would you get that impression at all? Wait, are you on Team South or are you on Team North?
I'm on Team Midwest.
Okay. What are the teams again?
Team
Top, bottom.
South.
Top,
Yeah,
bottom.
there you go. We're
Okay.
split up. We're divided here. You're in the middle,
Us
buddy.
3 on the top are on team, and the 3 on the bottom are on team.
Okay. So the ones on the bottom is Team South.
Correct.
Oh boy. Monica's giving you a hard time here, Matt.
You're not
Monica's
supposed to
giving
sell
you a hard time.
yourself.
Oh boy. Brian says we need to do your intro before we do yours, Jay. I guess we gotta
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
I got a couple of them I can drop.
Okay. All right, Jay. You gotta
All right,
save
let's
us,
see how
buddy.
Jay cheated this time. Okay, here we go.
All right,
Jeez,
Jay,
oh,
do
please,
it.
you guys have a little faith. Have a little faith. You
Oh,
got
we
it?
have-
Got it, Todd?
Yeah, Victor cheated.
How could
Yeah, I'll
he
add
cheat?
you.
How could he cheat? He made up the rules.
No, that's right, he did.
I did.
All right.
All right, let's start it off with our home arcade starter kit. Are you guys ready
Yeah,
for
you
this?
get this picture.
Look at this
Yeah.
graphic. The graphics
Alright.
are top notch. Top
There he
notch
is.
Graphics.
I
He
found
bought
it on
all
the
that
internet.
for $3,000.
I stole it off the internet. So for $3,000, what can we get? for $3,000.
All right.
All right. Well, of course, we want to start with the arcade shooter, right? We all need an arcade shooter.
All right.
So I found this Crisis Zone. You guys ever heard of Crisis Zone?
Nope.
Honestly,
I never
I
either.
haven't.
But it's $600, and it was in
My stuff
it's-
arcades in our chat. Good to
And
see you.
I don't know if you can.
shooter.
Wow, that's loud.
1-player shooter.
Yeah, I hope you guys can't hear that because. Can you hear that?
I
No,
cannot
we
hear it now.
Okay,
No, I
good.
can't hear it.
It's really loud, and I can't turn it down.
It does look cool. I agree.
Yeah.
It is a cool looking cab.
So I guess it's like Time Crisis, but I guess you can link these up and. Yeah,
Is there a pedal like Time Crisis?
and I can't hear a dang thing.
Is there a pedal, Jay?
I don't know if there's a pedal on this one. All right, so that was my shooter.
Sorry.
And I was the same vibe, Ty. I think me and you, we got to play some pool together.
We're
You
playing
guys
in
got 2
Cleveland.
pool tables. You spent a lot of money on two pool tables.
But you don't know what could you get?
You know what? If you look hard enough on Marketplace, you can find these things. Now, when I made this list, I could have still bought it. So it was $75. So I found one for $75.
That's not a bad table for $75.
$75. And I see these things for free all the time.
Yeah, people do.
So
not
people
like
are just giving these things away.
Mhm.
But I thought 75 to 100 for a pool table. You're gonna find a pool table for that. People don't have the room for these. And I've seen some people like, do you have room for this? I said, yeah, I do. I have a whole basement. So I can fill these up with a pool table. This is one thing I been wanting. One of these days I'm going to get a pool table. So
Same here.
But yeah, for this came with all the balls and the sticks too. I did find another one that didn't have the.
What you guys say? I started off a game room with a pool table, and the pool table went to make room for the rest of the game room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like pool, so
I do too, and I guess you have to have. You just have to have the space for it and the people that want to play it with you, because a lot of people just use it as a table instead of using it for what it's for. So
used to have an air hockey table like Brian showed. We used to have one of those, and eventually that's what happened to it too. So, but yeah, so a pool table for $75. I thought that was good too. You know what goes along with a pool table? Foosball.
There you go.
Yeah, so you can shove it in your girl's face how great you are at
Pause.
Pause. But I found one for $15. I would have snagged this. You can get these cheaper. People are giving these things away. I bought one for $25. So I thought
foosball is the devil. Wow.
I love foosball.
No, it's like alligators are on.
Oh yeah.
Foosball
is the devil. Well, I thought for $15, I'll snag that.
$15, little man. Put that in my hand.
There it is.
There it is.
So foosball, next up, claw machine. I know that's the biggest raise now. Everybody wants a claw machine, right?
Where'd you get this scary ass?
This is actually off an article I stole. These guys are excited about the claw machine. So Brian, I found something similar to what you had. I found this one, the Fun Shopper. This is $500.
Okay.
Needs to be skinned.
That's a decent looking one.
Yeah, it's a heavy duty. It's actually a commercial. It looks like somebody's gas station had it or something.
Yeah.
25 cents, y'all. You need to.
This is cheaper than Arcade 1-Up's claw machine. So,
I know. Where's Danny at? Get him on that.
Yeah, if you really want an actual claw machine, it's in Illinois. It's close to him. He could go pick it up. So I got herself a claw machine now for $500.
Thank you, Arburger. You got it.
All right. Moving on. Okay, you gotta have a multicade. You're just starting out. You want to get something. Of course, like you guys, I found a Legends Ultimate. I found this one for $200.
Goodbye.
What a deal! And it's got the pinball buttons. Yeah. So it's
and they said there might be something wrong with the motherboard or something like that. So if that is the case, if you couldn't figure it out, I got you back. I found you just put a puck in it, and there's another deck for another $150.
Sounds about right. You know,
Yeah.
there might be something wrong with it.
Yeah,
Sounds
so
about right with
so
the
I got
game.
you covered. I got you covered. So you got a spare deck and you got a puck. So you can swap those out.
So
pretty
you
easy.
spent extra money on parts just in case.
Just in
Just
case.
in case.
I
thinking
budget that
forward.
out.
Just because it's not just in case, because he knows.
I know.
All right.
I have one.
All right, so
I mean, this is a starter kit, right? This is a
all
starter
right,
kit.
chat. Yep.
This is starter
All right,
kit.
chat. This is
Oh,
think about that. He's got extra parts just for his unit. That's important.
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody else on Team South did that. So
Oh no need for extra parts when you got skee ball. Air hockey.
there you go.
Okay.
Or
We're still moving on.
Max.
No need for extra parts when you invested your money wisely and bought products that weren't going to break.
Or an afterburner.
Right.
Or that's
Okay,
going to make
okay,
you profit
okay.
back.
I just bought a arcade shooter, so okay.
Yeah.
Moving along. Pinball. I gotta have a pinball, right?
Yep, I bet
I
it's
did
going to be
find. I did
nice
find
firepower.
an Agaze Legends pinball for 600. Not as good as what you guys are finding in your area, but I found one for 600. And this, I think, from what I'm seeing, everybody is having problems with the 4K, doing the adding the VPX and everything. I'm thinking this is a good starter if you want to tinker. Good solid. I know this is one Joel has, so I was like, yeah, that's a good one to get your pinball in there. I found some really, really old pinball, maybe, but it wasn't looking good.
Did you find a firepower?
No, I was looking through the garbage. I couldn't find one.
I couldn't find one less than 5,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need a racing machine. You want to race? I can't even remember what I got.
Race?
Gross.
Fast and Furious. Ad games. It's probably one of my few ad
Fast.
games. 450.
I almost
thought that
used
was
the same one. But then I found the other. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good price. You
That's
know?
a fair price. Yeah.
Yeah, 450. Got a racer in there.
Not if you factor in gas money. You're driving to Toledo to go pick that
Does he
back
hit his
up?
Yeah,
3,000
why
yet?
not? I'm driving to Chicago
Would
for
you-
the other one.
Yeah, 1,000-mile radius. I mean,
I'm close to everybody, man. I'm
A
close to
little bit of
everybody.
a stretch.
Hey, man, you're going over to Detroit all the time. I can get you over there. All right. Now, you got to have a main attraction, right? And if
Right.
I hope Kong's still in there because he mentioned this already. All right. I already asked the
a
wife. You gotta,
stripper pole.
I was gonna say a stripper pool.
It's a family show.
okay. You got to have something for the wife to do.
Oh wow.
And yes,
Oh, wow.
yes, it is
That's
a
sexist.
stripper pole.
Oh, it is.
No, it's not.
No.
No, it's not. Jay, you just lost it.
You just
For
say.
$3.25.
What y'all get for putting Jay on your team?
325.
325.
325. You can get yourself a sports pole.
All right. All right.
Even Matt's wife just said unsub from Jay, please.
I guarantee your wife's not watching this show tonight.
No, I showed it to her. That's
What is- what
Even
did
your
she
own
say?
team's throwing in the towel now.
It's even crooked.
Oh, you can adjust it. Yeah.
No, I'm sure.
It's like
So,
this
yeah,
would be
no,
good
that
though.
was for
You know,
Con.
like
Con said he would put one in his, so he's got it.
I win.
I think it's a good thing though. You know, you play foosball. Whoever loses has to get up on the pole and dance for a little bit. You know.
There you go.
Yes.
That's right.
All right. So what? Do you have anything left?
No, that's it. That's the main attraction.
What's your budget?
He has
really
literally
Oh,
nothing
okay,
left
okay.
to give us.
Okay,
Yeah. You ended on the wrong one.
there you go. That's your whole budget.
So you have $85 left.
I have $85.
You need to flip that pole.
No, if you wanted to flip it, you could actually get something else.
No,
Something
no,
good.
no. Wait a
But-
minute. Not stock. I mean, Brian was talking about making money. You know, these are investments. The
Yes.
stripper pole is just part of that for Jay.
No, you charge them. They got to pay you for commission, and you just take.
Oh wow! All right, I put the poll in.
I think it'd be more popular.
I put the poll.
Yeah,
in.
at a bachelor pad.
Yeah.
You got to throw a party.
All right. Well, while people are voting, last trivia question of the night.
Never work
You
in the
ready?
same Guru.
All right. While people are voting, here's the last trivia question for the night. Okay, first person who gets it, and I have a feeling that a lot of people will get this one. What company did George Jetson work for?
Oh, that's easy.
Sorry.
All right, Jay. You want
John
to give
J.
us the
John
Go
Jay got it.
John
Jay. Hey, John Jay, if you're part of our Discord, just shoot me a message, and I will. And in the message,
300 for my stripper lessons.
yep.
Uh,
Yeah, if you're a member of our Discord, John Jay, just shoot me a message, and with your name and address, and whether you want EMUVR loaded up on it or not, and I'll send it out to you. Okay.
All right, G.I. Joel. Final thoughts, my friend. What team are you?
I couldn't resist. I like was
heavily
going
on.
through and I found it. I was like, I'm gonna add it. What the heck?
Did you search for did you search for arcade? Like, I don't understand.
Yes, it was
He searched for X Arcade and X Pole came up.
I have no idea why it showed up.
I was like, what are you searching for? It's like
that was literally it was like the only thing. I'm like, why is this here? I'm like,
yeah, I was like,
I wonder how much everybody's selling X Arcades, tank sticks. Oh, stripper poles.
X pole.
I call shenanigans. No. You were searching for it.
Yeah, I was like looking for stripper poles while I was looking up all the arcades, Matt. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing.
All right, G.I. Joel, I need your opinion here, my friend.
Yeah, no contest.
Thor KC. Those of us that are on the bottom are the South, and those at the top are Midwest.
I think I was more here in case, there needed to be a tiebreaker. In order to keep all of our friendships intact, I think I'll just remain quiet and we'll let the poll decide.
Wait, which
The
poll?
poll. The poll will decide. The poll will decide.
The community and the viewers decide who is the winner and who.
Well, I know I got B-Kong on my side, so that's all I needed.
As I'm seeing it, it's not even much of a contested decision here. Don't even look close, but I don't want to pick sides. I think you guys are all great friends. You did a good job. Way to go.
Thank you for the moral support there, G.I. Joel. We appreciate it.
Even Gallagher guy looks depressed and broke.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
He's like, I don't want Jay on my team
He's like,
anymore.
I can't believe we had Jay on our team.
Oh,
I agree with Hoots.
we should have voted more for Matt, right? We should have.
All right. I will say, deal of the night, Dragon Slayer, Gallagher guy, $50.
That is the deal of the night.
Show. I'm trying to share it here.
All right, what you got?
Got it.
This is it, so everyone knows it's real. It's not fake. And this is her showing that it actually does turn on over here.
It is crazy.
That is insane.
Yeah. So I was like,
$50.
are you kidding me? $50.
I still won't believe it until it's in your car, until I see the picture.
Oh, it is
The standardized picture.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
a bird in the hand,
crazy.
or two in the bush.
Insane.
Sheldon, do you own a pistol?
A bat.
You might
No.
want to carry just in case.
Do you,
they
do you
try
want
to.
somebody to come with you? Do we need to drive up to Ohio and come with you? Like,
There you
save
go.
me in
19K
numbers.
Fox to go with
Yeah,
you.
is
to make
19K
sure.
Fox by you?
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, buddy, I need you to come with me.
Oh,
No, but man. And I was there as soon as because I was looking for this show, and I was like, all right, and I kept refreshing to try and find stuff, and this popped up, and I was like, $50, and I thought, well, it probably doesn't work, but even if it doesn't work, I'll pay for a PCB to put in there, I'll fix whatever it is for $50, and then she's like, oh no, it does work, and I'm like, okay, cool.
$50.
That's
And no
crazy.
damage to the side panels or nothing.
No,
it
look
looks
at that.
clean. It looks cleaner
My
than the one
God.
I bought.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
really.
Does it really
Ah.
matter though? I mean, it could have a big gaping hole kicked in the side
For
of it.
$50.
Yeah, for
For
$50.
$50.
Yeah, $50. I totally agree with
That's
you.
just.
PCB is worth.
I find it hard to believe it's still going to be there. That she's going to hold it. That's one of those things you don't let people hold too long.
$50.
Somebody's going to contact her and be, oh, you're holding it for somebody. Well, I'll give you
She says fair condition. I don't get that.
$200 for it if you'll sell it to me right now. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Literally, you're gonna show up. You're gonna be the first ever person to be like, yeah, I changed my mind. $300.
I said, so it is working awesome. You only want $50. Like, really? And yeah, she was good. She's like, all right, come on down. So I'm like, all right,
Take it
cool.
down. Take it down. Take it down.
Wow.
Because you know somebody says pending. People are like, "I'll give you $250 or whatever." I mean,
Yeah.
I'll give you my
Someone's gonna steal your car.
It's either one of those things like it's her soon-to-be ex-husband's, or
Yep.
like,
Oh yeah.
like I want it gone before my son comes home from college or something. I don't know. It's one of those.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I don't know.
We've got 26 vote in. Yeah, it's not looking too good for us. So,
yeah, it could have been a 200 votes in, Todd. I don't think it's gonna.
There's a third possibility. It belonged to her late husband. And I need to ask you guys a favor. If anything ever happens to me, don't let Kara or producer sell the stuff for what I told her I bought it for.
Yes, we will not do that.
Oh, $50 for Dragons later. Yeah, I'm making out. I'm pretty sure he paid like $40 for it.
Oh boy. Oh man. All right,
I think people are confused on which team is which. See, we're the North and they're the South. I think you're voting because you're confused. That's what's happening here.
Yeah, okay. I think we
South
lost fair and
has
square,
ruled. The South has ruled.
So Team
69%.
South has bragging rights. So
Ryan does this every time. He's like, I don't really have anything
the bet
good.
that they have to take us out to dinner when we all hit Cleveland. I think wasn't that the bet?
Oh boy.
$9,000 budget.
Chat, was I a sleeper hit? Like,
Yes.
did
Yes,
I
right on the
assassinate
bat.
him?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're all like, oh, I don't know. Mine's not very good.
No,
And
like
then he's
literally,
like,
I built mine in like 7 minutes. I was like, this is gonna suck, man. I'm not prepared.
We shouldn't have started with Brian. It was all downhill after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should start with me.
Guys.
We should have.
And
We
stripper
should
pole.
have got the direction.
We will. Oh boy. Yeah, MG, you are absolutely true there. She said if I go before my time, she's just all my stuff. So guys, if something happens to me, come here and get all my stuff. Go to my storage unit, get all my arcade one up. So
Oh yeah, I'm going. I'm getting that burger time
yeah, there you go. All right, from
they wouldn't
Billy
even know
Woods
what they had
Mod.
for sale.
and that Nova Blast too.
I don't
Yeah.
get this, but okay.
Who's going to end up with the pit?
You don't get this.
Pulling lotion on his skin, try to pick it up.
Lotion on the skin, or
Oh,
else
that's
He
from
says
the
he's going to
movie.
end up in a pit putting lotion on his skin.
Oh,
He's trying to
okay.
pick that up tomorrow.
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
What time are you going in the morning there, Gallagher?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You might
we
want
might
to turn on your
GPS
on your
and-
iPhone.
Your
there,
locate.
Turn on your
your locator.
location.
You can call me and I'll
Have
stay on the
911
phone
ready
with
to
you
go.
when you walk in, just to make sure.
Yeah. They said that they want to meet me like later on at night, like after dark.
Oh god.
So I don't know. No.
Oh,
Anybody
boy.
answers the door with a mask on, run.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You just got invited to their sexcapades.
And you might accidentally see a stripper pole. You might accidentally see one.
That's right.
That may will happen.
I'm gonna be laughing if there's one in their arcade.
That'd be funny if they opened the door and be like, "Are you here for the orgy?" No, I'm here for the Dragon's Lair.
Dragon's Lair. That's what
Yeah.
it's called. That's what we call it. That's what we call it.
The Silence of Gallagher guy. That would be a fun movie. Oh man. They have an meet you at an abandoned warehouse. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Out by the
Nope.
docks.
An old busted down blockbuster.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Ashley knows.
Ashley knows.
Oh,
Well, gentlemen, that was a fun show. We've
was.
almost gone 2
It
hours.
was.
Thank you so much for doing y'all's homework and bringing some really great stuff. Gallagher guy, I don't know if we could ever touch it again. You got the deal of the day right there. So, I'm gonna
Brian's
have
the
to
one
find.
who pulled it out.
I'm gonna have to find a
Like-
unicorn somewhere.
Guys, Todd, real quick, how close are we to 1,000 for the Arcades Anonymous channel?
Oh boy.
7.
7?
7. Let's see here. We are at 694, so we got 6 more people to hit 700 and 300 more people after that.
So 306, huh?
306.
Guys, there's a big giveaway if we hit 1,000 for
Yeah.
Arcades
Yeah.
Anonymous.
That deal still holds. I'm not.
Deal still holds.
Nope.
Yeah, you want that, and I would love to give it away before it comes out of stock. So
Yeah.
the sooner we
I
get
got-
to 1,000, the better.
That numbskull burger time showed
Oh,
up.
695.
It
we
showed
go.
up at the house the other day, so it's sitting. You can't see it, but it's right over there in the box. That'd be part of the giveaway too.
Yeah.
And I
it's
won't even
birthday
ask.
tomorrow.
We won't even ask a trivia question that night, MG. Okay.
No. That's
Not
that's
about the
spin the wheel.
Flintstones anyway.
That's gonna be a spin the wheel night. Now I'm 22 subs on my channel away from
Yes.
1,000.
Wow.
I'm also doing a big giveaway when I hit 1,000. So if y'all aren't
22
subbed to me,
subs.
there's 45 of y'all in here right now. If you're not subbed to me, please sub to Chaotic BPR, man. Let me hit 1,000.
Let's get my
Yeah,
good
come on.
friend over that mark. So if they only could do 300 more times,
Mm-hmm.
we appreciate that.
Yeet.
All right. Any final thoughts before I send these nice people home?
As always,
Fun
just,
night.
it was a
Fun
blast. Yeah, it was fun.
You thought about making the show better to increase stuff?
What?
Thanks, MG. You're
we love
very
you, bro.
confident. Your confidence has always been there for us, man. We appreciate that. So, yeah. Oh, that's a good one to end on, right?
There
All
we
right.
go.
Well, thank
Yep.
you guys. We will see y'all next week again. Hopefully, the whole gang can get together. If not, majority of us will be here, and we'll have a good topic for you as well. So,
For
just
Gallagher guy.
an idea, yeah. Pray
Hey.
for Gallagher guy.
And
Just
then
him up.
Southern Fried Gaming Expo is a couple
Yeah.
weeks away. You can meet me, Stock Jock, Todd, Nerdland Master 84. You can meet us down in Atlanta, man, and
I will
hang
sign
out with us all that
autographs.
weekend.
You don't have to pay
yeah.
for them.
We'll
Fox
sign
is here.
autographs.
Yeah,
Fox is here.
19K
Yeah.
Fox, you need to go with our good friend
Yeah.
Gallagher guy.
You need to protect me.
man.
You
Yes.
need to protect me.
Pick up a
Yeah,
get some
$50
protection.
He's got
Dragon
deal of
Slayer.
lifetime, really.
Yeah, he can
If
bring one
any
of
of
his
us
guns.
if any of us lived in Ohio, we would go with him because that's not
Yeah.
a safe thing. So yeah, we'll get to see most of you next week. I don't know. You never know what the busy schedule of our lives are. You know?
I think he's hinting at we might not see
Wait.
Gallagher guy.
Gallagher, ever.
I can,
Wow.
can we
praying
not
for-
meet
I am
Todd and
praying
the
for
rest
you.
of you? Wow.
If I actually do die, y'all gonna be real.
We're gonna be like,
You're like, we should have made all those jokes.
We're gonna be
Real
at the
bad.
funeral.
you know what? If
crying.
you do though, we're gonna be like, is it still $50?
Oh,
I am
just trying
praying
to
for
hurt
you,
my
man.
friend. All right, do you want to tell him real quick, Gallagher guy, before we get off the air?
Yeah. So if you rewind it, I found a Dragon's Lair, which is pending for me for $50. That's all there's there, and it works. It's a working Dragon's Lair for $50, and I've asked several times, so it's only $50. They're like, yeah, come meet us, and so everyone's like, I think they're gonna try and steal your kidney or something, man. Like, it's a good deal though. It's a good deal.
We're all worried for him that he
It's-
won't
we
make
are.
it.
It's worth the risk.
It's
Yes.
worth
Yes.
it.
It is worth
Every
the
bit
risk.
of it is. That's right.
You gotta roll the
19K
dice
Fox,
sometimes, guys.
You need to.
How fast
need
can you
to-
run?
You need to back our good friend Gallagher guy. So
Yeah,
he's
wasn't
gonna be-
it? I would say, by the way, wasn't it Fox who actually drove to one and he had his trailer and he went down there and he did a U-turn when he got to the house because they were all out there ready to
I
He's
can
like, oh
deny
no.
nor confirm. I can deny nor confirm.
yes live stream it. That'd be great.
Yeah, live stream the whole thing.
Yeah.
Go buy you a
Yeah.
set of meta glasses or whatever and live stream the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'll just strap it to my chest, like duct tape the phone, like to my chest, live streamed.
Who's that Rick guy? That who does the the retro gaming.
Retro Rick from Arkansas?
Retro Rick, yeah. He just got a new one. He goes, I don't feel safe going in the store. He's got a new video that says that.
Like an abandoned mall.
Yeah, an abandoned mall. Yeah, he just posted that. So.
Yep.
Is that Rick O'Shea? Sorry, that's a James Hates Everything joke. Rick O'Shea.
Okay.
If he was
All right, boys. We gotta hit the end here.
Wow, we're over 2 hours.
We went 2 hours tonight, but we had so much fun.
And Joel's
talking
still
about
here.
Yeah, Joel is still here. I don't know how that happened. The producer should have came.
I think he's
in
full of
and
adrenaline. He's like,
yeah, there you go. Well, guys, see y'all next week.
Wiry.
Have a great week, and we will see y'all next time. Peace.
See you guys.
See you guys.